Hey everybody, Rob Nelson. Today we're going to give you some tips about flying drones. Seems like everybody's got a drone now, but you gotta know how to fly it if you're gonna get some awesome shots. So we're gonna give you today the 5 different moves that every drone flyer should learn right off the bat. And to do that, we have the expert drone flyer, Bryson here. He works with Drones for Conservation, where they fly these drones to help save the world. It's pretty awesome.
All right, so the first thing is you've got your drone, you're all excited, you want to know, I want to get some really nice footage, but what are the best moves to do? And there's 5 sort of principal moves that I would like to show you. And let's start with the first one, is the liftoff. And this is a nice reveal. It sets the scene for a very cool area. So what you do is you just aim your camera straight down, and then you take off a little bit. So you start about maybe a meter up, and then really stable, and then just fly as high as you can, and then you reveal the entire surroundings. And if you can do that to about 400 feet, you get a really nice lifting shot, and it shows all around the surrounding areas. That's a really beautiful shot. But the most important thing with that is to make sure you do it smoothly. So you don't want any jerking motions or any sort of rapid stops. You want to just go really nice and smooth all the way up, and then you can also pan the camera up to reveal the horizon. So that gives a really nice vista. Now my personal favorite move is the 360, and that's where you have a stationary object and you do a fly around 360, and you try to keep it in focus and without moving at all, so you just have exactly the same orientation the entire time that you're moving, and that gives a really, really cool aerial view of a structure. So you got a building or a tree or a tower, and you've got the background moving real fast behind it, and the image is just staying really nice and focused. It looks very cool, and that's the 360. That's probably my favorite. Now another very cool move is the chase. And this is either you can chase something from behind or from forwards. Now I like it personally going just like this. You point your camera straight backwards. You've got either a vehicle or a boat or a person moving, and you go with them at the same speed. It looks very, very cool. That's the chase or the follow. You can also do it the other way from behind, where the object or the vehicle is in front of you, and you just kind of go with it then as well. And that, again, you want to make sure that you go the same speed, you don't have any jerking motion, and you just follow it real gently like that. Now another great move is the side follow, and that's where you've got an object moving, say a vehicle or a boat again, and you just go parallel with it, the same exact speed. Now one thing to remember is to end the scene, so you don't want to just end it abruptly. You want to let the vehicle pass out of the focus. So you go with the same speed, and then you kind of slow down and let the vehicle go past you, and that gives a nice transition to the next scene. And for the grand finale is the big reveal. So we had the liftoff going straight up looking down like this. The other great one is if you go up at a 45-degree angle, the camera facing forward, start on something real small low to the ground, like maybe a person, and it almost looks like it could be a shot with just a normal camera, and then you just take off at a 45-degree angle real fast, go above the tree line, above the buildings, and reveal the whole surrounding area. And that looks really, really cool. And the nice thing about that is also you can play it backwards, so you have a rapid descent down to a fixed object. So it looks good forwards and backwards. So those are my 5 big tips. Try them out, don't crash your drones, be very careful, and make sure you're always very safe.
If we want to find out more about your stuff, where do we go?
Check my website, brysonvoren.com.
All right, awesome. Stay tuned for more filmmaking tips, of course, from us. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll be putting these out from the rainforest for the next few months. Quick tutorial on how to do a time lapse, just a very simple time lapse. Macro filmmaking, that's taking video of very, very tiny things.